Hello, my friend, and welcome back to the Mama Magma Yoga channel. My name is Tamu, and today we have your Scorpio flow for November. And so, if you want to tap into the power and intensity and mystery of Scorpio within you, I invite you to join me on this flow. Scorpio is the eighth sign of the zodiac. It is a water sign. It is ruled by both Mars and Pluto. And these people are very strong-willed. They are analytical. They have sharp minds. They are mysterious. They act from their place of sexuality and sensuality. So they can go really deep. They sit low in the sacral chakra. So with a Scorpio sign, we are working to balance out both Kapha and Pitta doshas. So Kapha is that dosha that is really heavy. It is cool and oily. It is stable and slow. And then this is balanced out by that Pitta energy, which is hot and sharp. It is moist. So a lot of people with Pitta energy will often find that they have sweaty hands or that they are constantly running hot and they need to drink cooled drinks in order to cool down. This can lead to acidity in the body, this hot dosha. So we're going to work to balance those two things out, get the kapha moving and cool the pitta in this Scorpio sign. So I invite you to roll out your mat and join me for this energizing Scorpio flow. So we're going to begin in extended child's pose. You're going to come to all fours, find your tabletop position, and you're simply going to bring your big toes to touch, open your knees nice and wide, and allow your hips to sink back towards your heels, and crawl your fingertips towards the top of the mat. Allow your forehead to bow down towards the earth. And you could right away start to deepen into your breath, soften into your forehead, and you could even tent your palms, finding activation through the arms and a stretch through your armpit chest. Allow yourself to deepen and soften, starting things off a little bit slow here, indulging the kapha within the Scorpio sign, the Scorpio energy. Maybe you rock your head side to side. Allow yourself to get a massage on your forehead. Taking nice deep breaths. One more here. Beautiful. Lifting your head a little bit up off of the mat. You're going to walk both palms off of the left side of your mat, reaching both palms out in front of you as much as possible and really reaching with that right arm so that you get a nice stretch down the right side of the body. Here's where you could start to tune into our affirmations for Scorpio, which are: I allow myself to deepen into my passions. I am strong and vibrant. I see things clearly and have a strong sense of justice. One more breath here. When you're ready, we're crawling those fingertips across the center of the mat, taking both hands off of the right side of the mat, reaching out in front of us as far as possible, really reaching with that left hand, feeling that stretch down the left side of the body. And perhaps tuning in again to our affirmations. I allow myself to deepen into my passions. I am strong and capable.
I see clearly and have a strong sense of justice. One more breath. Beautiful. When you're ready, bring it back through center. Rise on up into a tabletop position, keeping those knees nice and wide. We're going to start to make nice big circles with our hips, coming forward, around, and back. And taking it to the other side and just really working through those hips, making as big of circles as your hips and knees allow. One more time in whatever direction you chose. Nice. Then we'll take it in the other direction. Coming forward as much as your wrists allow, allowing yourself to come out to the side, really pressing through one knee, and then sending it back towards your heels. One more big circle here. Nice. We'll send our hips back towards our heels for one breath in this extended child's pose. Then we'll allow ourselves to come all the way back up to that tabletop position. We're going to walk our knees underneath our hips, wrists underneath our shoulders, spreading our fingertips nice and wide. We'll gently send the right leg out behind us, pressing through the right heel, hugging the navel towards the spine and flattening out through the lower back. You can stay here, both hands on the earth, really working from that inner thigh and that glute. If you want more, you can lean into the right hand and simply extend the left hand out past your crown. We're taking a couple of breaths here. Nice long breaths. Nice. Then we're going to bring that left hand back down to the earth. Bring that right knee up behind the right palm. We're coming into pigeon. You're going to bring your right shin as parallel to the top edge of your mat as works for your knee. Your heel might be closer to your groin or underneath your thigh. You're just starting to really open up through the hips here, sending the left heel back, balancing out through your hips so you're not leaning from to either side too much. We're going to start here by pressing into our fingertips, lifting all the way up, finding a nice reach through the spine and the crown. Lift, lift, lift. Inhale in. Exhale, we're surrendering down, perhaps coming to our elbows, perhaps coming down further and taking a couple breaths here to really soften into this pigeon pose. One more breath here. As you're ready, we're slowly going to start to rise on up, coming back to our palms. We're curling the back toes under, lifting the back knee, and stepping back to a plank position, starting to fire up that energy, that Pitta energy. Really push the earth away from you, maybe rock forward and back, finding some strength, clawing through your fingertips. One more breath. Nicely done. Then we'll gently hug the elbows in and lower all the way down to the belly. Keep your palms underneath your shoulders. Come onto the tops of your feet, and we're taking 3 baby cobras. On an inhale, lift your head, neck, and your shoulders. Tighten through your glutes, and maybe lift your palms. Exhale, bow it down. Inhale to lift, palms lift. Exhale to bow. Last one. Inhale, lift. And exhale to bow. Beautiful. Curl toes under. Push up to all fours. Find your way back to that tabletop position. Aligning wrists under shoulders, knees underneath hips. We're going to lean into the right knee and send the left leg out behind us. Firming up through the belly, pushing the earth away from us. Beautiful. You can stay on both palms or you can lean into the left hand and reach the right fingertips out past your crown. Building strength here, lighting a fire. Maybe you rotate that left ankle. One more breath here. Nicely done. Right hand comes back down to the earth. We step the left knee up behind the left palm. Send the right heel out behind us as we bring that left shin as parallel to the top of the mat as works for our anatomy. As you can see me on this side, I keep my heel tucked underneath my glute. We're going to stay here, pushing into our palms, lifting up, reaching through the crown, extending through the spine. Deep breath in. Exhale, we're floating all the way down, maybe to our elbows. Maybe we come down further. Even out those hips, reach those right toes back. Allow yourself to surrender for a couple of breaths. One more here. Nicely done. As you're ready, rise back up to your palms, bringing wrists underneath the shoulders. Curl your back toes under, lift your back knee, send your left toes back. Find your plank pose. Push that earth away. Feel your shoulder blades spread on your back body. Maybe you rock back and forth. Really tighten through your belly. Your ribs are reaching down towards your hip creases. One more breath. And then we'll hug those elbows into the side body, lower all the way down to the belly. Come on to the tops of your feet. Inhale, rise up. Cobra, maybe you lift your palms. Exhale to bow. Inhale to lift. Exhale to bow. Last one. Inhale, lift. Palms lift. Exhale to bow. Beautiful. Curl your toes under, push up to all fours, and make your way back to our first downward facing dog. Claw through your fingertips, pedal through your legs, relax your shoulders away from your ears, melt your heart towards your thighs. Let your head become nice and heavy, your neck become nice and loose. Remember, it doesn't matter if your heels are coming down to the mat. What matters is that your tailbone is shining up towards the ceiling. And once you find that, maybe you relax your heels down. But let yourself find a moment here to pedal it out, to maybe tick-tock the hips, to feel through the upper body. One more breath. Nicely done. We're going to ground down through the left heel, lift the right leg up towards the sky, finding our first three-legged dog. Really lift from that right inner thigh. Press through that right heel. Deep breath in. Exhale, knee to nose. You're coming forward into a plank, pushing the earth away from you, hugging that knee in. Inhale, lift it up. Reach back up to a three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. See if you can kiss that elbow. Inhale, lift that right leg up. Exhale, right knee crosses over to left elbow. See if you can cross it over. Inhale, lift it back up. Exhale, right foot steps up between the palms. We find our way to a low lunge. We're coming up into a high lunge. So make sure that your feet are on train tracks, that they're about hip width distance apart. Generous bend to that front knee. And when you found your stability, rise on up. Find your high lunge. I recommend bending that back knee so that your tailbone can reach down and your hips can square and then maybe straighten through that knee. Find a generous bend with that right knee. And when you're ready, reach your fingertips up towards the sky and relax your shoulders. Soften here. Now you can stay here, lots going on. Drop your center of gravity, stay up on those left toes, or we can find a revolved. Inhale, maybe you look up. Exhale, right fingertips back, left fingertips forward. You're dialing your heart to the right side of your room, reaching those fingertips out nice and long, seeing if you can relax through your shoulders and drop your center of gravity. One more breath here. Nicely done. Right fingertips go down to come up. We find our way back to that high lunge. We take a deep breath in. Exhale, palms come together and they float down to the heart. Woo! Hard to change my focus while doing this. Beautiful. We're going to bring ourselves up to a standing one-legged Tadasana. So I invite you to step that left foot in about halfway up your mat so that you've got a nice stable stance here. You're leaning into your front leg, relaxing your shoulders, lifting your sternum, and when you're ready, you're bringing that left knee up through the center line and bringing it up towards your chest. Once you've found your balance, you can interlace your fingertips and grab onto that left knee, hugging it in towards your chest. This is bus stop number 1. Maybe you come in and out of it. Maybe you're just practicing your balance. If you would like to take it further, you're going to cross that left ankle over the right knee or thigh and find your figure 4 position. So you can keep it up nice and tall here, lifting up out of that right hip crease, relaxing your shoulders, lifting your sternum. Or you can start to bend that right knee, send your tailbone back, keeping that chest nice and lifted, shoulders relaxed away from the ears, really starting to get that stretch in the left thigh, the left hip crease, the glute. We're taking one more breath here. As you're ready, slowly rise on up, untangle your legs, find a nice standing Tadasana. Knees are together, feet are together, and we're sinking down into a chair pose. Reach your fingertips out in front of you, drop your sits bones, bend your knees, relax your weight to your heels. Your chest is lifted, shoulders are relaxed. Deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Allow everything to soften here. Your head to get heavy, your shoulders to round forward. One more breath. Beautiful. As you're ready, plant your palms, step one foot back and then the other. Find that beautiful plank pose. Push the earth away from you. Drop those hips in line with your crown. Deep breath in. Exhale, lower all the way to the belly. Come on to the tops of the feet. And as you're ready, you're going to reach your fingertips out behind you, palms face down, shoulders rolled away from your ears. Your gaze is straight down towards the earth, keeping nice length in the back of your neck. On an inhale, we're going to lift the head, the neck, the shoulders, and reach behind us as much as possible. Exhale, bow down. 2 more. Inhale to lift. Exhale to bow. Last one. Inhale to lift. Exhale to bow. Bring those palms back underneath your shoulders. Curl your toes under. Push up to all fours and find your way back. Downward facing dog. Let's take a cleansing breath here in this down dog. letting go of some of the heat we've generated. Nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Nicely done. Let's ground down through the right heel. Inhale, left leg rises. Square off through those hips. Reach through that left heel. Deep breath in. Exhale, knee to nose. Come all the way forward into a plank. Dome through the upper back body. Inhale, left leg rises. Three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Bring it forward. Inhale to lift. Exhale, left knee crosses over to right elbow. Inhale, lift it all the way back up. Exhale, come all the way forward, stepping that left foot up between your palms, finding your lunge, and spacing your feet so that you've got nice stability, bending generously through that left knee. And when you're ready, rise on up, find that high lunge, bend that back knee, get your pelvis underneath you, shoulders over those hips. And when you're ready, reach those fingertips up towards the sky. Drop your center of gravity. Remember, you can stay here, lots going on, or you can take a deep breath in. Exhale, twist to the left. Left fingertips back, right fingertips forward. Relax those shoulders, reach through those fingertips. Bend generously through that front knee. You've got this. You've got power. You're full of mystery and passion. Let's bring those left fingertips down to come up. Lift all the way up towards the sky. Maybe you look up. And then we'll bring those palms together, float them down to the heart, and step the right foot up about halfway so that we've got nice stability to come into our standing one-legged Tadasana. Lean into your left leg, find your balance, and then trace that right knee all the way up and through, up towards your chest. You can stay here, grabbing onto that right knee and hugging it in. This is gorgeous. If you want more, cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Find that opening that right knee away from you as best as possible. And then perhaps we sink down into that left knee, sending our tailbone back, reaching through our chest. Our sternum is lifted, finding that spot in front of you to land your gaze upon. Let's take one more nice breath here. Lovely. We're going to release that right foot to the earth. Bring both feet together, knees together. Send the hips back, bend through the knees. Reach the fingertips out in front of us, finding our Utkatasana or our chair pose. One more breath here. And we'll float those fingertips down to the earth, finding our forward fold, letting go, letting the head relax. Beautiful. We're planting the palms, stepping one foot back and then the other, finding our plank pose, pushing that earth away from us, hugging the navel to the spine, firming up through the belly. Deep breath in. Exhale, lower down to the belly. Come onto the tops of the feet. Reach the fingertips out behind you, palms face down. Shoulders rolled away from the ears, gaze right in front of you. Deep breath in as you rise on up and reach back. Exhale to bow. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Last one. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Palms come underneath your shoulders. You push yourself up to an all fours position. Open your knees nice and wide and sink back to your extended child's pose, bringing your forehead to the earth. This time, just let your arms relax nice and soft. Let your breath calm. One more breath here. Nicely done. As you're ready, slowly rise on up. Find your tabletop position, walking knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. Firm up through your belly, push the earth away from you, press down into your fingertips. And as you're ready, you're going to lift your right leg up towards the sky, keeping a nice bend in that right knee. You can stay here, or you can lean into your right hand and reach your left hand around behind you, grabbing onto your ankle or your foot. Now, maybe it's such in your body that you need to stay here, keeping it nice and low. If it feels accessible, you can start to press into that right hand with that, or into that left hand with that right foot, and reach that foot up towards the sky, finding your tiger pose. Push the earth away from you. Lift, 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 lift. One more breath. Nice. Gently release the left hand back down to the earth. Stepping the right foot up between the palms. Finding a nice low lunge. Allow yourself to take a moment here. Letting the hips drop. Rolling your shoulders away from your ears. Lifting up through the crown. One more breath. Beautiful. Plant your palms, curl the back toes under, lift the back knee, pivot on that back foot so it comes parallel to the short edge of the mat. And we're going to walk both hands off of the left side of the mat, coming into a wide-legged forward fold, bringing both feet parallel to the short end of your mat. Allow yourself to gently bow forward, finding your wide-legged stance, stretching on the inner thigh, the hamstrings, letting your head grow heavy, your neck grow loose. One more breath here. Beautiful. As you're ready, you're going to bring your hands to your waistline, slowly rise on up, find your way to a tall, wide-legged stance. And then walk your feet in a little bit so that they're just wider than your hips. And then you're going to dial your heels in, your toes pointing out. We're finding our way to our goddess pose. You're going to bring your palms together at your heart to remember to lift your sternum. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Deep breath in. Exhale, bend through your knees. Drop your sits bones. Try to keep your sternum nice and lifted. You can rock side to side here. You can really deepen into the pose as best as you can. Just keeping it nice and simple on this side. You can really press your palms together and press your elbows nice and wide. One more breath. Nicely done. As you're ready, straighten through your legs. Reach your arms up towards the sky. Find a big power stance here. Reach, reach, reach. Inhale in. Exhale, just rain your hands down. Let the arms relax. Dial the left foot in. So that left foot dials in. Right toes dial forward. We bend through that right knee, coming into warrior one. As you're ready, fingertips reach up towards the sky. Till those fingertips float all the way down to the earth. Plant your palms, step back to your plank pose, push the earth away from you. Inhale in here. Exhale, lower down to the belly. Reach your palms out behind you. We're taking our 3 locust poses. Maybe this time you try to lift your feet. On an inhale, lift the head, the neck, the shoulders. Perhaps lift your feet. Exhale, bow down. Inhale to lift. Exhale, bow down. Last one. Inhale to lift. And exhale to bow. Palms come underneath the shoulders. We curl those toes under. push ourselves up to an all fours position and find our way back to that tabletop, aligning wrists under shoulders, knees underneath hip points. Push the earth away from you, and let's take a cat-cow to wash it off. We're inhaling to drop the belly, shine the heart forward, lift the crown. Exhaling to round through, push the earth away, let the crown drop. Come back to your nice neutral spine. Firm up through the belly. Push the earth away from you, and we'll take that flow to the other side. Lean into your right knee. Send your left foot up towards the sky, keeping that left knee bent. You can stay here. This is gorgeous. If you want more, lean into the left hand, reach the right fingertips around behind you and grab onto that foot or that ankle or that shin. Now maybe you keep it nice and low here, or maybe you start to press that left foot up into that right hand, reaching it up towards the ceiling, pulling back with that right shoulder, really finding some strength, maybe building a little bit of sweat here. One more breath. Nicely done. Right hand comes down, left foot steps up to the top of the mat. We take a moment in our low lunge. Walk that left foot forward, stack your bones, lift your sternum towards the sky, relax your shoulders away from your ears. Nicely done. Let's find our wide-legged forward fold. Curl the back toes under, lift the back knee, pivot on that back foot, bringing it parallel to the short edge of the mat. Walk both hands off of the right side of the mat, dialing the left toes in. Both feet become parallel to each other, and we just let ourselves dangle down. Maybe this time you clasp opposite elbows, or you bring your hands in line with the arches of your feet. Let your breath start to slow. Tapping into your own inner mystery, tapping into your passions, your intelligence and your wit, your passion for justice. One more breath here. As you're ready, hands come to the waistline. We slowly rise on up, bring ourselves to that wide-legged stance. Walk our feet in a little bit so that they're wider than our hips, but we're not feeling too extreme. Then we're dialing the heels in, the toes pointing out. We bring our hands together at our heart. Deep breath in. Exhale, bend the knees, drop down, adjust your feet if you need to. Keep that sternum nice and lifted. And this time, if you'd like to, you can open your arms to cactus arms, really finding this horse pose or goddess pose. Press the knees out and away. Maybe you rock side to side. Palms face forward, shoulders are relaxed. One more breath. On your next inhale, straighten through the legs. Reach those arms back up to the sky, finding your nice full body stretch. And then we just let those arms relax down. Dial the right foot in, the left toes forward. We bend through the left knee, making our way into our warrior one. And as we're ready, fingertips reach up towards the sky. And on an exhale, they float down to the earth. We step our left toes back, finding our plank pose, pushing the earth away from us. Last plank here, give it your all. Really fire up that belly. Deep breath in. Exhale, lower down to the belly. Come on to the tops of the feet. Reach the fingertips out behind you. Last 3 locusts here. So as you're ready, lift your head, neck, and your shoulders. Reach back. Maybe lift your feet. Exhale, bow it down. Everything softens. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. One more. Inhale to lift. And exhale to lower. Palms come underneath your shoulders. We push up to an all fours position. Let's bring our knees together as works in your anatomy. Send the sits bones back towards the heels. Reach the fingertips towards the back edge of our mat. Bow the forehead down. Let the arms relax into the earth. The shoulders round forward. We find this traditional child's pose. Allow our breath to start to soften, our blood to start to slow down. Let that forehead really press into the earth. One more breath. As you're ready, use your hands to slowly rise up to a kneeling position. If this doesn't work for your knees, you can come to Sukhasana or a comfortable seat of your choice. We're just taking a twist. Right hand to left knee, left fingertips float around behind. We sit up nice and tall for our reach and our breath. And we exhale, journey into that twist. Take one more breath here. Bring it back through center. Left hand to right knee, right fingertips float around behind. Sit up nice and tall for your inhale. And exhale, journey into your twist. One more breath here. Hug your navel to your spine. Beautiful. Bring it back through center. Find a comfortable seat of your choice. Allow your knees to relax down and away, perhaps, or maybe you stayed on your knees. Maybe you found a chair. Relax your shoulders, lengthen up through your crown. We're going to bring our left hand face up in our lap. And we're going to bring the right hand on top of it. So left hand underneath, right hand on top, palms face up. We're going to bring our thumbs together, finding our Dhyana Mudra. Allow those shoulders to relax down. Perhaps you close your eyes. Today we're going to end with 3 chants of VAM, which is the chant associated with the sacral chakra and is also associated with Scorpio, with that watery and yet fiery sign. So first, let's take a nice deep breath in together, just a nice long breath in and a long breath out. Nice deep breath in and a long breath out. We're going to inhale to chant. Vam. Let the air out. 2 more times. Inhale to chant. Vam. Let the air out. Last one. Inhale to chant. Vam. Let it all out. Let everything soften. You can keep your hands in the mudra if that feels right, or you can release your hands to your knees or your thighs. Let your shoulders relax. Start to notice the nutrients of your practice settling into your body. What got fired up? What got balanced out and cooled down? Where do you notice changes? I open to my passions and my creativity. I am strong and capable. I see things clearly and have a strong sense of justice. One more breath.
Let's bring our hands together at our heart. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, we bow to ourselves, we bow to each other. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice today. I hope that it moved some things around in you and helped to fire up that mysterious, strong-willed Scorpio within you. And I can't wait to see you next time. Take care, my friend.